Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel and welcome to anyone who is new here. Today we are drawing 3 cards together and some runes, and we are asking for an essential message from your nature spirits. And we are also asking if there is anything else, any guidance that you can be given to follow through from this message, any guidance for the coming week. I post these readings every Sunday, and today we have been invited by this amazing and beautiful being to sit and draw your cards together. She really beckoned me over and just said, yes, please come and sit with me and let's draw those cards together. There's a beautiful sunshine shining through as well. What an amazing gift. So let's draw cards and runes for our readings. Okay, so 3 piles please. May we ask for 3 piles to guide us in for our readings today. Pile 1, you have the card of Armadillo. I am seeing this one actually for pile 2. You have the card of the Ant. And pile 3. Well, there is your card. Ooh, look at that. Let me move this over. It looks like we may be doing 4 readings today. Pile 3, you have Dragonfly. And we definitely are being offered a 4th. Now, this is interesting. This is a blank card. So I don't see this as an additional reading, but I do see it as an additional message for each of these 3. Let me arrange the cards better and we will draw runes for each as well. Okay, beautiful souls, let me just let you know what I am seeing this card as meaning. We are out here in nature. In this pack, the blank cards are actually there for you to if let's say you know that your own power animal or spirit animal guide isn't one of the existing pack, the blank cards are there for you to draw your own. And what this is telling me is that your spirit animal guides are absolutely with you. Your personal spirit animal will be showing through within each of the readings with a message for you. And I will be drawing some additional cards around that in each of the readings. So I'm just going to place that to one side. Let's draw some runes for you as well. Okay, so pile 1, you have the rune of Gateway. I think that will sit there, yes. Pile 2, you have the rune of Strength. And pile 3, you have the rune of Flow, Lagos. Okay, so there are your cards, your runes for the 3 readings. Take as long as you need, sweet souls. Remember that we will now be drawing additional cards connected very specifically to your own spirit animal guide, or whichever spirit animal guide or totem animal is walking with you at this moment in time. We'll be drawing additional cards around this blank card as well in each of the readings. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me today. It really is a gift to have you with me. I'm so honoured that so many of you follow my readings week in, week out. I post these readings every single Sunday. Look at that flowing in. I think I'm being told to sort of stop waffling and actually get on with it. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put these away and we're going to head home and I will do these readings for you. Beautiful souls, see you in a moment. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. Today we are asking for an essential message from your nature spirits, and when we were drawing cards, because of this blank card, we're also checking in with additional messages from your totem and spirit animals. So I am just actually initially going to draw from some other spirit animal packs just as a starting point for your reading. May we please have essential messages and information for pile 1. So you have frog, prosperity, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Pile 1, that is rather stunning. Okay, then we have the mouse and the buttercup. How very interesting. Do you know, at the base of that beautiful, beautiful being where we drew these initial cards, just to one side of the camera, there were actually buttercups growing there. How interesting. This is innocence. And then you have the card of zebra as well. How very, very interesting. Now, armadillo is all about having boundaries, being able to say no to something. This card really questions whether you are being a little too timid, I think, with the mouse. Are you really, really allowing yourself to draw the line around things that, you know, to say what you think, draw the line around the things that you, maybe around people who are perhaps taking a little bit too much from you? How interesting. I do feel with the zebra energy, I kind of want to move this card over here. How interesting. You see, I feel that I almost want to divide your reading in half, into two sides of things. It's like this is this incredible potential around you, you being you, and this is you kind of being defended or closing yourself down or allowing people to walk all over you or take too much of your time, take too much of your energy. Abundance and good fortune await you, that there's an opportunity around you. And I think, yeah, I think you are feeling a bit divided, or something is being calling you. Other people are making demands upon you, or circumstances are making demands upon you, or you're too fearful to go after the opportunity that you really want. Mouse energy is very quite timid. You know, there's a whole story in native traditions about mice, about a mouse being too afraid to set forth, far too afraid to set forth and go out on sort of bigger adventures, really. And so, yeah, it's very interesting. Look how the mouse and the armadillo are both looking back. Okay, they're looking to the past, whereas the frog, prosperity energy, and the zebra, they're looking kind of these two frogs are looking both ways, to the past and the future, and this frog here is looking directly at us, and the zebra is they are looking directly at you. I feel you're being called. Your nature spirits are calling you to embrace something that is very unique to you and not be walked over anymore, not be timid about your gifts and your incredible uniqueness. Let's draw some more cards for you. May we have more information for pile 1. What is this essential message from their nature spirits? Okay, the little one rises. Yes, again, it's like, you know, being timid and then rising, embracing your potential, not being afraid to be you, to be your unique eunice. Okay, what else may we be shown, please? May we have information, guidance, a clear message. Knight of Pentacles for my beautiful pile 1s. Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit. Okay, I think we'll settle at exactly that. Wow. Oh, wow. What is this card here? This last one, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's go through these. So we have, first of all, the Knight of Pentacles and then the Hermit. How interesting. I feel like there is an opportunity right in front of your very nose. Okay, it really is. It's very unique to you. Very, very unique to you. The message from your nature spirits is really, really clear. 7 of Pentacles. Can you see here? Right here and right now. Let me just show you these. Look at this spider energy showing up in 2 consecutive cards. I mean, this is absolutely clear as a day. You are meant to create something. Something is being shown to you. There is an opportunity right in front of your very nose. Right in front of your very nose. And you are absolutely called to seize the moment and go with it. I think you could easily talk yourself out of it, be too timid, too afraid to rise, to shine. I dare say you have been potentially, maybe even attacked is what I want to say, in the past, historically. With this armadillo, you had to defend yourself. But don't let that hold you back now. We have the Ace of Cups, the lotus flower emerging under the little one rises. Then we have the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, let me move these cards along so we have room for everything. I'm just going to pause the video and arrange them. There, you can hopefully see everything. This is such an interesting and so powerful a message for you. I feel as though, my beautiful souls, there is something right in front of your nose that has the most incredible amount of potential. And your nature spirits and your animal totem spirits and guides are really, really trying to egg you on, push you forwards, invite you to step forwards, to go for it, to seize the moment, to step up, not down. And it's more than just stepping up. It's something that is very, very creative with all of these spider's webs being shown here. It's very unique to you with the Hermit card. And it will require some, I don't know, some tenacity. You know, we have the Wolverine here. And I think this is looking a bit like a badger. I'm just going to check and see what animal this actually is. It reminds me of our English badgers a little bit, but I need to check because we have different wild animals in the UK. This is definitely a Wolverine. Yes, this is a honey badger, so slightly different in looks, but it's a badger, badger energies. Badgers are tenacious. Wolverines are finding their way back. You know, they were extinct in some areas, they're coming back, which is very interesting, isn't it? They're making a comeback. There is something right in front of you that it's an amazing opportunity for you to rise again. I think it could be for some of you an idea or something that you actually started once before and it didn't work out. The reason it didn't work out was actually because the timing wasn't right. With the rune of Gateway, this gives us a really important piece of information here. The rune of Gateway is a turning point. It's a point where we've it's like we've done enough life learning in a particular area to now be able to proceed, to go through that gateway and continue. I think that whatever is potentially, this will be unique to you, obviously it's a general reading, but this is something you've visited before, or you've started before, and then you it's from the past. You started before. That's why the frogs, one is looking back, but one is looking forwards. And now the point of power is in the now. The present. Yeah, you had this brilliant genius idea, whatever it was, or some project, or there's something. You attempted it before and it didn't kind of work out. It wasn't that it wasn't the right thing to do. It's just that the timing wasn't right for it. That's all. That's really all your nature spirits are saying to you. The timing was not right. There is a natural occurrence. There's a natural timing in the natural world. Look what we are seeing here as well. We are seeing back here with the donkey. Do you know, I keep hearing this. I have to say this because I keep hearing it. Don't be an ass about this. And my apologies, I mean this without any form of disrespect, but I keep hearing it, so I've got to say it. Don't be an ass about this. You could look back and say, well, it didn't work, so I'm just going to roll into a ball like an armadillo and just be defensive. It didn't work out, so it never will. But that's not true. That's absolutely not true. Your nature spirits are really saying to you, you know, the natural timing. They're very aware of this. Everything in the natural world, it comes with a time and a place. And there's a real understanding and knowledge of this. The time and the place. A bit like even today, you know, walking, I didn't know when I went out that I would be sitting with that tree. I had my cards with me and I had the intention to walk and to see if I was shown anywhere to sit, and that tree just beckoned and called. It was the right time and the right place. And this is an oak tree, a tree of substance, of wisdom, of longevity. Don't be an ass about this. Don't get defensive. Don't be tangled in the past. The point of power is in the now. This is absolutely time for you to let go of the past and embrace change. Don't be looking back. Don't be timid or fearful because it didn't work out before. This is definitely something that you have tried before. Whatever it is in your world, you've tried it before, and now is the time. We have one little crescent moon here, which is the beginnings of something small. But now look, we have this sort of sense of illumination here. We have a full moon here, a full moon here, a full moon here. They are golden. Golden moons, golden opportunity. This is a golden opportunity. Of course it is. Buttercups are just golden. They're like pure gold in the fields, in the sunlight. I mean, they are radiant. This is a golden opportunity for you. Do not, and look, even with the Seven of Pentacles here, you know, sometimes this card indicates a difficult choice. But actually, what we have here are fireflies, you know, lighting the way. Fireflies are like little stars. You know, they are little stars on earth. Native traditions, back to my native traditions and the wonderful stories that are told. You know, there is a story about how the firefly came to be. It was a little star that, I think he was called Forgets to Twinkle. That's it. That's it, beautiful souls. I am remembering the story. Yes, this Native American story, which is really interesting because it is connected to the storyteller moon. And we are about to enter the moon month of the storyteller moon. All of these pieces of synchronicity connected to the natural world are just aligning for you, pile one. But in this story, the firefly is a little star called Forgets to Twinkle. He always felt that he didn't twinkle bright enough, and eventually, anyway, he follows. He wants to go down to the earth. He wants to come down to earth and play with some of the beings, the creatures on earth, and he gets tricked to flying too close to the earth, and then gravity pulls him in. And so, anyway, there's a whole long story around it, which I will not go into too much. But anyway, the outcome was that it's a wonderfully positive outcome. He cannot go back into space and be the star out there twinkling, because actually the only way that he could be released would be for Mother Earth to stop her gravity, her gravitational pull, and then all of her creatures would fly off and into space. So too much would be lost. So he is granted the opportunity to be a star on Earth. Isn't that interesting? And I think that's exactly what I was seeing when I just felt right at the beginning. I said, this is like, I've got two readings here. One is this Forgets to Twinkle, and the other is being a star on Earth. Pile one, I'm really super loving your reading, super loving your reading. And the totem animals that are coming through here for you, gifting you with information about, you know, not to slow yourself down, or don't be an ass. don't cut your nose off to spite your face. I do apologise. I giggle every time, but I had to say it because I just kept hearing it again and again. You know, the little one rises. It is time. Whatever this idea, this spark is, it may have humble beginnings, but trust me, it really can go very far. You know, it really will lead to you being a star on Earth, a bright star. And it's time to get going and grasp it and rise and create it. The timing is now right, and that is what your nature spirits are telling you. And the totem animals that are coming in to support you, additional beings over here, you know, the wolverine, who was extinct almost in some areas, is making a comeback. The chariot we have here, this is Knight of Wands, tenacity, resilience, durability, making it happen, getting fired up. And the chariot here is also about making it happen. Badgers are tenacious. They persevere. They keep going. And the Ace of Cups, we actually have, I believe this is a heron here. Herons are about birthing something new into the world. Although for you guys, I think you are returning to something that you once either shelved or put to one side. Whatever this dream is, whatever this thing is that you really wanted to do, the thing that really is important to you. It's sitting there. The reason it's right in front of your very nose is because you already know about it. It's something you once visited already, and it's time for you to, you've grown from the past. It's time for you to step through that gateway afresh and anew, and absolutely go for gold. That's the one. If this was an individual reading, like for an individual zodiac sign, I'd be calling it like go for gold. That's what I would be saying. Beautiful souls, pile one, this is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. It has been a delight to tune into your energy, an absolute delight. I am currently recording all zodiac sign readings for this coming moon month, so do watch out for them. It is quite a pivotal, powerful moon month. I always do a moon month forecast with a lot of detailed information, and this month particularly I'm doing slightly bigger readings here on YouTube and extended readings on Patreon as well, where we do a deep dive into, for every sign, money, careers, finances and relationships too. So do watch out for those big all zodiac sign readings for the coming month, because this is looking actually unbelievably good. I'm so positive for you, but do not be timid, beautiful souls. Absolutely go for gold. Tons and tons of love to you, and I look forward to seeing you for my next reading. Tons of love to you. Hey, my beautiful pile 2, we are asking today for an essential message from your nature spirits, and also additional guidance from other spirit animals, totem animal guides as well. So we will draw some more animal cards to start with. The butterfly and the snowdrop is your first card. Beautiful energy. Gosh, springtime energy around you. What else do we see here? There, I'm seeing this one. We have the vulture. I want to say, how interesting. Do not pick yourself to pieces. How interesting that this is coming through so strongly. Ants are real workers. Real workers. The springtime is coming. You know, this, whatever this is about for you, it will emerge. Don't pick yourself to pieces. I think steady, patience, steady growth is what I'm seeing here with the rune of Uras as well. Let's draw more cards for you before we dive too much into your reading. Okay, there we have another animal guide, spirit animal guide. Bison, abundance, sacred buffalo. Cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. How interesting that we have like a, I feel like we have a mummy bison and a daddy bison and a baby bison. Patience is needed here for you. Steady growth to until something is fully fledged. Buffaloes are absolutely associated with abundance, but I feel that you are required to work steadily, patiently, to be persistent in some way, shape or form. Let's draw another card for you as well, my beautiful pile 2. Yes, desert harvest here. Yes, there is a long road ahead of you here. This is what I'm seeing. But you know what you see as a long road and what you see as a stumbling block, it's as if there is a stepping stone or something you have to step over here. What you see as a very long road with a stumbling block, this is not a very big stumbling block, okay? When you get there, you see there is a figure a long way off here. When you get to that point, it's going to be really easy to step over. It's not as big as you think. It really, really, really isn't. Do you know, that is so interesting. I saw this as a figure of a man in the distance here, this little figure there. And yet when I bring it really close up, it looks more like a sheep. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Will the camera focus? It's kind of a little bit ambiguous as to what it is, but I do think that could be a little creature, a sheep. Yeah, I think it is. It's like a lone sheep entering a different kind of pathway here. Yeah, you're moving into something that is new. It requires perseverance and patience. I think you see it as a very big task, and truly, honestly, it's actually not as big as you think it is. It really, really isn't. This is not as big a task as you imagine. You know, when we can blow something out of proportion, and I want to say many hands make light work with ant, I think you may actually be called to receive assistance from others in some way, shape or form. Look at the way that light is coming through here, cutting in across the vulture card and the desert harvest. It's very interesting because vultures, when I said don't pick yourself to pieces, vultures often get quite like a bad name for themselves. People see them as being a bit eerie or a bit, you know, they are not considered the most beautiful of birds sometimes, and yet, my goodness me, they clean things up. You know, yes, vulture can mean that you're picking yourself to pieces, but they actually clean things up. They sort things out. They attend to stuff. You know, if there is, I mean, they are the cleaners of our beautiful natural world, the cleaners of the planet. If something passes away, the vultures will come and clean all that up, as will our beautiful insect friends. So I feel there is, I want to sort of, I think you're fearful of the task ahead of you, but it's not as big as you think. And I do believe you will receive help. And yes, keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. You are going to receive support and help in your current situation. The light will come. I'm absolutely fascinated by the way that that light is just coming in, and in front of me I am seeing my cards really clearly, and yet I glanced up at the screen and it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter for you. Let's draw some tarot cards and see what else we are shown. May we have information for pile 2, please? So we have 8 of Pentacles. Now this is a wasp coming in and building the most exquisite nest here. I don't know if you guys, any of you, have ever in real life seen a wasp's nest. Look at that light coming through. Wow, it is the most exquisite thing. It's like, it looks like it's made of tissue paper with these perfect I guess they are they octagonal maybe? I'm not sure how many sides they have. How interesting that we have Wolverine, the Knight of Wands, coming up. Wolverine came up in pile 1. They're in a different way, in fairness. But Knight of Wands, Wolverine. Wolverines were extinct, almost, in certain areas, and they're now finding their way back. We then have the Ace of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles. And what do we have? I mean, it's not exactly, it's a water buffalo, I believe, but wow, you know, we have the buffalo energy again. Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Eight of Cups. How interesting. Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. And then the Page of Swords. How interesting. We have the Weasel energy here. How very, very fascinating. Okay. Look, you are currently, I think, feeling like you are working and working and working, or I want to say maybe even just working through something. My beautiful pile 2. It's like you're processing something, you're working through something, and you really are having to be quite tenacious, quite, it's quite tough for you. I'm really seeing that. I'm really, really seeing it. But I am also seeing the end of the road here for you, as in this is coming to an end, as in the period of struggle. I think help will come to you to be able to build something from where you are coming from. I almost feel like I want to say building something from the rubble. My beautiful pile 2. This has been tough for you. Your nature spirits are really saying to you, look, you will come through this and out the other side. Okay. You know, the light, I love the way the light is coming through here. It's just coming through and it's like rippling across. I just feel this is absolutely quite extraordinary when I look at the image on the screen in front of me, where I'm seeing this blinding light coming in and out, rippling, and yet I can see the cards very clearly in front of me. It is as if Spirit is really coming in and saying, look, you know, we are bathing you in light. We are looking after you. We are bathing you in light. You know, your progress is assured. This hurdle that you have been, that you feel almost is still there, is no longer as big as you thought it was. You know, you can build something really exquisite out of this. Whatever you are processing, you will come through and out the other side. You know, with tenacity, with determination, with clarity. We have a bat here, or several bats in fact, you know, transforming. How interesting that they are sitting right underneath the butterfly and the snowdrop, which is the card of hope. Let me show this to you. Can we see this? Snowdrops are like spring coming again. Your springtime will come. It's very interesting in this card with the bats of transformation. The flowers in these beautiful flowers are bindweed flowers. You know, bindweed are, they do a bit of a takeover bid, to be quite honest with you. I get bindweed in my garden, and I have a really interesting relationship with bindweed, which is quite curious, because I have incredibly fond, like really early memories of bindweed. You know, when I don't live in I live in the countryside now, you know, in a more rural kind of place, as you will gather from visiting trees and various places. But when I was tiny, I was born in London, you know, in the big city of London. And I can remember going to like a local play park, which was not like the play parks that we have now, which are very, I'd say, very child friendly. This would have, you know, health and safety was out the window, gigantic slides and big metal swings and things, you know, with no safety barriers, and straight onto concrete. You know, if you fell, that was that. And you know, no greenery. You know, there was like this wire mesh fencing around it, just like, yeah, like a wire mesh fencing, and this bindweed used to grow up through it with these fabulous flowers. It would grow up through the concrete, and so they were like my first experience of the wilderness, of nature, and I loved them. I absolutely loved them, and I have some in my garden, and they will do a takeover bid, so I apologize to them profusely. when I pull them up, but I have to kind of get into a bit of a relationship with them. We have to have a bit of give and take. So I really wish them to be there, but at the same time I know that I have to be a little bit cutthroat and a bit ruthless sometimes, otherwise this will just take over. I feel like you guys have been doing battle with something, actually, a little bit. There's something in that story there. You have been doing battle over something. I'm even reminded of Goldilocks and the three bears, with the, you know, the mummy bear, the daddy bear and the baby bear, and Goldilocks coming in and needing some food, needing something, needing nourishment. You will come through this and you will build something exquisite from this situation. Help is at hand. Firstly, the biggest message of all from your nature spirits is that actually help is all around you. Light is all around you. There is not a day when your spirit team are not with you. They are bathing you in light. They are looking out for you. They are totally prepared to help to clean things up and to help you to process whatever you've been through. They are working behind the scenes like a team of ants. They are working behind the scenes to big you up, to give you the strength to persevere, to find that tenacity to get going. You've come through a huge amount. You've come through something very, very big, and you are coming to the end of that road. This is not a long road in front of you. You've done so much of the processing of this already, my beautiful pile 2. You know, you have risen again against all odds, like the bindweed rising out of the concrete. You know, a time of abundance is coming to you. So whether this is a financial difficulty and a real period of financial challenge where the well ran dry and you're coming through this and picking up those pieces, or whether there was some element of whatever it is that you're processing, it will be unique and personal to you. It could have involved a loss, I think. It could be a loss of a person, it could be a loss of a job, a redundancy of a financial situation, whatever it is, a relationship, and even a friendship group. Whatever you are processing, that's the key here. Your spirit team are just shining the light for you. Look at that, it's turned into like a torchlight now. I see it coming from the butterfly here all the way down, like they are lighting the way for you, like a torchlight ahead. Look how it is taking out the darkness of this card with the pathway, the stony pathway. Your nature spirits, your spirit team, your entire team. Ants are a community, and they can move mountains, literally, and they build mountains. You know, they can wipe out or strip clean. Again, vultures strip clean. An ant can strip clean a whole swathes of forest land. You know, it might take them a long time to do it, but they will work as a team. They will do this. You are being guided, swathed in light, a torchlight placed ahead of you. Your team are rooting for you. You are loved. You will transform, you are rising again, and you know that you are rising again, but I think you have ups and downs within this process. But your team is saying to you, the end of the road is coming, it is near. They are rooting for you. Everything you need, abundance, will be there for you. They are looking after you so that you can recover and rise again. You know, with the 8 of Cups as well, it always suggests that we actually are ready to choose to leave something behind and move beyond it, to make a choice, to make that decision. So I am seeing you leaving something behind and moving forwards with tenacity, with renewed vigor. You will survive, you will come through, you will be bigger, better, more amazing than you know, the future is more amazing than you could possibly realize, and your entire team are backing you 100%. Your message is so clear, pile 2. I am truly sorry that you have been through such a tough ordeal is the word. Ordeal, for some of you, something that felt really quite traumatic, whatever that was for you. And I am deeply, deeply sorry that that happened to you and for you. And truly, truly, my heart is with you. And, you know, I am sending you the biggest hug in the world. Your spirit team's message, your nature spirits are really saying to you, we are a team and we are looking out for you. You will come through this. You will rise again. The road is not as far or as long as you think it is. You don't have to be, I saw this as a sheep. Isn't it funny? Now I'm thinking of it as a lone wolf. How interesting that it keeps changing. I saw it as a human being, then I saw it as a sheep. Now I'm connecting to it as a lone wolf. Yeah, this time is soon to be over. The light is being shed upon your future, the area of the world where you are moving to. My beautiful pile 2, the future is stunning, amazing and beautiful. Your entire team are loving you, around you and with you. And I hear a very specific message coming through as well. They are saying, look for the signs. Look to nature for the signs. Whenever you go out and you're not certain of something, just ask, or you have a wobble, look for the signs. They will give you a continual series of signs. You just need to look up and see them. Or indeed, it may be looking down and seeing them, though I'm seeing a look up and see them, actually. Whether it is like a piece of bindweed and that single flower, or a blade of grass rising through a piece of concrete, or that there are signs everywhere. You will be shown exactly what you need to see to be able to find your way through this. You are loved, you are treasured, you are protected. Wow, what a powerful, powerful message coming through. Your nature spirits really, really honouring you and letting you know, you are not alone, my beautiful souls. You are not alone in whatever it is that you are processing. And beautiful souls, to conclude your reading, if you are in any way struggling emotionally, psychologically, my former career, before I really took my fully embraced my spiritual pathway, as I now really try to do, I very much see myself as a bridge between all of the knowledge and awareness of emotions and psychology. That's my background. I was a counsellor, a psychotherapist for over 28 years in full-time practice. I have a free library basically full of resources, which is what I was coming to in a rather long-winded way. It's completely free. It is full of resources, including meditations to help you to release emotions, to understand your emotions as a source of empowerment. There's a ton of stuff there, so do check that out if it feels as though it will be helpful to you. And if you are processing any form of bereavement, in terms of loss and even transition, there are audios and videos there to assist with that. I think there are 2 pages of videos all about bereavement. And processing those things, so do access that if it is relevant to you. My beautiful pile 2, I am sending you the biggest hug in the world, all of the love. You are not alone in any way, shape or form. Thank you for being here and being a part of this community. I also know from reading the comments when you guys share your stories how much support you give one another. So truly, you have the backing of a vast team, not just your spirit team, your spirit guides, your totem and spirit animals, but also us as a community and a family. Beautiful souls, and I believe I can wholeheartedly speak on behalf of this community. You guys are all absolutely amazing. It is such a privilege to be connected with you all. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. I will be doing big all zodiac sign readings this month, so I'll be posting them, I'm guessing, in the coming week, so do check those out if those are of interest to you. Super souls, I look forward to seeing you for another reading, and I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. Hey, my beautiful pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Dragonfly and the rune of Flow, Lagos. how interesting that dragonfly is actually, not only is it associated with change and transformation, but it is very connected to nature spirits. And we are asking for an essential message for you from your nature spirits. And also, because of this card, we are drawing additional cards to see if there is further information from your totem animals, your spirit animals, who may be walking with you at this time and guiding you. So I am seeing, actually there are 2 cards coming out of this pack for you, so we will use both. You have the Coyote and Datura, and the Squirrel and Chestnut. The Coyote and Datura is the card of deceit, and then the Squirrel and the Chestnut is preparation. Now I find this rather interesting because dragonfly energy, the card of dragonfly basically says see past the illusion, okay? Dragonfly, it's said that dragonfly was once a dragon, and then he was kind of tricked by Coyote, which is really, really interesting. And we have Coyote showing up here. He was tricked by Coyote, and so he lost his power as a dragon but became a dragonfly. And everything is about change, transformation, seeing through the illusion. Let's draw more cards for you, pile 3, before we dive into too much interpretation and too much information. Let's see what else we are being shown. There is your card. Oh, look at this. You have unicorn. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is big. This is big. And let us draw another spirit animal card as well. Okay. And you, oh, look at this, you have dragon. Oh my goodness me. Dragon and dragonfly. Wow, and the unicorn too. Dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Wow, and the squirrel and chestnut is about preparation. Okay, you are in a period of preparation at the moment. Your nature spirits are really, really validating this. You are actually in a period of preparation for something. And this feels like a something big. You know, with the unicorn energy and the dragon, supernatural, it's almost as if, just as the story I was saying to you, tricked by Coyote and becoming a dragonfly, I feel like somehow you are about to become a dragon again. It's like you're about to rise. Something magical happening that is going to be absolutely transformative. We're going to draw another card for you. May we have more information, please, for pile 3. May we have more information for my beautiful pile 3. There is your card. We have White Mantra Mother Protects. This is really interesting because this too is about transformation and being protected while you transform. How interesting. Now I think I'm going to place that over here and we'll draw your tarot cards. Wow. I almost feel like you're having a comeback. Maybe you were deceived by somebody, or somebody treated you badly, or you had to settle for less is coming through. Yeah, maybe a settling for less, just circumstances. But now it's like the tables are turning. Can you see as well, before I draw your tarot cards, can you see as well how kind of misty the unicorn is in this image? All of the other images here are quite strikingly strong, and this is not, you know, necessarily with this particular pack. Some of the other animals are drawn very, very clearly. They're not all misty. So this is quite misty. It's as if you are coming through something, an illusion, a perspective of something that wasn't right. It could be the perspective of a circumstance, a situation, or a someone even. But either way, you're making a comeback. You are returning to your position of power and you are being protected. Yes, if you've been poorly and you were like fading away, my beautiful souls, if you were poorly, you were fading away, you're going to come back into your own. Your strength is going to return. May we have information for my beautiful pile 3, please. May we have information for my pile 3. So I'm seeing this. How interesting. This one too. I feel there is one more, and I think it is the card on the base of the pack. What do you have? The Tower. Yes. This is the point at which something is changing. You are at that turning point. You're being protected. You are absolutely at a turning point. How interesting that we have these, they look like eagles to me, and yet this looks almost like a crow, but these are definitely eagles. But how interesting that you get the Tower card. I mean, there is no bigger card of transformation. No bigger, really. Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles. You have the card of the Lovers. You have the King of Cups. Okay, and you have the Four of Pentacles. And look at this with this little fox and these little bunnies here. Now, where can I place this card so that we can see everything? Give me a moment. I'm just going to press the pause button and move the cards around so you can see them all. There. Hopefully you can see everything now. What I found really fascinating, my beautiful pile 3, as I was working out how to orientate the cards, I found myself really gently placing them because I needed to sort of overlap them, and I wanted you to be able to see the whole picture and the whole story. And just as I was placing them so carefully, I realized this was just such an important part of your message. Tread carefully, beautiful souls. Take this step by step. Okay. You are in a place where you are rising again. You're coming back into your own. Rise with dignity. You are experiencing a very big transition. It's like you're coming out of something and into the new. I mean, that is for sure with the Tower energy. Very, very interesting to have the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles too, because this is very steady energy. The Four of Pentacles is an interesting card, especially in its depiction in this particular pack, because the rabbits, the little bunnies, are actually signs of abundance. And what this card is saying to you is somehow, you know, the foxes and the rabbits, in a way, you know, we don't think of them as being particularly harmonious, but the qualities can be, really. The fox needs to be free, to be adaptable, versatile. You know, there is adaptability required, versatility, not clinging to anything too rigidly, not being really fixed about how you think something will be. Now, I think for some of you there may be a new love in your life with the Lovers and the King of Cups. You may be navigating the beginnings of a new relationship, or you may be navigating the beginnings of wanting to be in a relationship. Maybe a relationship is ended. We do have definitely an essence of relationship coming in here, but take things gently. You know, check things out step by step. You are going to rise again. Whatever you have been through, whatever this reading and this transformation and this very big life-changing event and circumstance is for you in the uniqueness of your world, your nature spirits are really, really clear. They're actually saying to you, take your time. Don't rush into something to the point where you could deceive yourself or be deceived. It's not suggesting, your reading isn't suggesting that you are being deceived in any way, shape or form, but more that I'm seeing a purity in you, because you are transforming from one position to another. You're moving through a big, it's quite life-changing transition here. So take it step by step. Feel your way through this. And your nature spirits are also saying to you, you know, go to ground from time to time. This fox is underground. He's with the rabbits. He's sitting here with the rabbits. So you're moving into an environment that might feel quite new, quite sort of at odds with where you thought you were going to be. Something may not be working out in exactly sort of like the precise way that you thought it would. That's the Four of Pentacles energy. You know, sometimes we need to be adaptable in order to achieve the end result. If we're too rigid on the way that we think something should be, it would be like entering a new relationship and we have such a list of criteria that person has to meet, and it's so rigid that if they don't tick one of those boxes, you could dismiss them. And in fact, actually, this could have been an amazing relationship, the love of your life. And adaptability, versatility was needed. You know, there was going to need to be some compromises, but somehow, if you were sticking so rigidly to that list, it would be impossible for you to then find that love of your life, and you could even dismiss something that was really potentially full of abundance really for you. So we're seeing, you know, go to ground. Your nature spirits are saying, you know, come and see us. Go to ground. Put your feet on the ground. Put your hands in the soil. Can you see in this card as well, in the amongst the trees, it's full of fireflies. The trees are absolutely lit up. I think you can see that. Full of fireflies. I think the camera will focus. And these fireflies are lighting the way. Your nature spirits are saying to you, you know, if you at any time, in fact, even throughout this whole period of transition, tread gently. Make sure you spend plenty of time outdoors, because it's part of the preparation. This is not something that is happening in a rush. This is going to flow into its new space of being. The rune of flow speaks of the ebb and flow of careers, the ebb and flow of relationships, the ebb and flow of emotions, of circumstances. You are unquestionably going through a phenomenal transformation, and you are going to come into your own in some way, shape or form, but it needs to take time. Okay? It needs to be done one step at a time, without too much what I would call a prescription, where you really think you know exactly what you want and that's what you want it to be and that's how it should be, and then the moment it's not, you feel very disappointed. There's flexibility and adaptability required, whilst also some very grounded real perspectives. You know, Coyote and Datura. You know, we don't want to be with dragonfly energy deceiving ourselves, and the way to do that is to take this one step at a time. So whatever is coming into your world that is brand new, and for some of you it is a relationship, it could be a working partnership, it could be a new job, you could have moved house, it could be neighbours, but something new is entering your world. There's a big transition. Now you are wise, so take your time. Your nature spirits are saying, remain grounded, remain connected to nature with us, and we will guide you to abundance. Take it one step at a time so that you can see with clarity what is actually going on. Don't be in a rush to make this happen. Don't be in a rush if you have met someone and you're falling in love and you're head over heels. Don't be in a rush to sort of, it's not to make a commitment, but don't be in a rush to make it happen too fast, basically. You know, allow it to unfold organically, naturally. You know, because actually you don't want to be a wallflower here, a faded wallflower. You are a unicorn, you are a dragon. You can shapeshift at will. And I think you are someone who, in a way, this is a very interesting message coming through for you. You are somebody who has been, in some ways, you can be so adaptable that you lose sight of yourself. You know, when you almost, it's so easy for you to get it right for the other person that you can become that sort of faded wallflower on somebody else's wall because you're very good at adapting to somebody else's needs. You are a shapeshifter. Now, it is time now for you to approach this new situation, whatever it is. It could, for some of you, be a relationship, whatever it is. But you are being called to approach this situation with real clarity, step by step, making sure that you are not fading into the background here, and making sure that you see exactly how something is, and you are then preparing for abundance, for the harvest that is right for you. So your flexibility and adaptability are needed because it's really important for you to navigate in order to discover, to be curious, to discover. Squirrels are so curious, so curious. Absolutely, I mean, they're playfully curious. And so curiosity is required here in your preparation, because that's how something will unfold in a way that allows you to come into your own. If you rush into something, I think there's a danger of slipping back into those, you know, those kind of patterns that we all intuitively, well, intuitively is the wrong word, instinctively, that's the right one. Instinctively we follow those patterns that we learned of old, you know, when we were little, which is why the tower is here as well. Yes, this is why, and we see this big saw. Can you see this? At the base of the tree, there is a big saw. And so the tree is coming down. It's like we're closing something down. And with the nests here, I'm seeing sort of like family patterns, the things we learned from the nest at home, patterns of behaving, patterns of responding. And it is interesting, this gigantic saw, I don't know if you can see this, it has a handle at each end. In real life, these saws are massive. They are feet and feet long, and it requires two people to use them. You have one at one end and one at the other, and one is pushing and one is pulling because they're so big. But they can fell a very, very big tree, or they can cut through a very big log if a tree has fallen. So, and I'm seeing this as, it's like cut through the crap, is what I'm hearing actually. That's gosh, these readings are very powerful in terms of the messages that are coming through. So please excuse my language, but cut through the crap. You know, don't be fooled and don't delude yourself. Take this one step at a time and make sure that you have a voice. You are never to be a faded wallflower again. You know, you are to be a bright and beautiful unicorn, and with and a dragon. Rise with dignity. Mastery is your destiny. You see, this is what's really happening in this transition, and you are being protected, guided and protected. But actually, your biggest message from your nature spirits, aside from come and visit us, be in nature, go to ground, come to ground, anchor yourself, and we will show you the way. We will light the pathway for you. This is very, very clear. Aside from that wonderful support, they are really truly saying to you, see through the illusion, and we will help you to do this. It is not for you to follow a previous past pattern where you instinctively get it right for the other person, almost from the word dot. This is time for you to be you, and I'm going to say within relationship. It takes two to fell a tree, or to cut through a log. This requires two people, and there is a pot of gold here to be found. Okay, but slow and steady wins the race, because we all do this, don't we? I think psychologically, emotionally, we slide into patterns, and I think especially at the beginning of relationships, whether this is a working relationship or a personal relationship or a friendship, it's very important for you to be holding your boundaries, being really, really clear, and taking your time to see exactly who and who these people are, this person or these people. If you have moved house, this is a big transition, then don't just invite every neighbour in. You know, take your time step by step and find out who they are. Do you know, I'm reminded of a little tool. which I'm going to share with you because I think it is relevant actually to you. So I was just saying in pile 2 actually, some of you will know that I was a counsellor, a psychotherapist for a long time. Now there's a tool I used to give people that I worked with, and I called it a grading tool. Okay, now a grading tool means, so if you imagine that there is a line from you right to, let's say, to the corner of the room that you are sitting in over here, there's a line between you and that corner. Everyone you know is on that line. Everybody, even down to your neighbours, the milkman, you know, everyone that you know is on that line. Now, some of those people are on that line by default, like your neighbours, they happen to live next door to you. But others on that line are there because you have chosen for them to be there, okay? Like your friends, you know, your partners, that kind of thing. Now, when you are a very adaptable, amenable person, what sometimes happens is that you instinctively, because you're very decent, and remember that the dragonfly was conned a little bit by the coyote. When you are very gentle, kind, open, thoughtful, you can just invite everybody onto that line. And then you spend, once you invite everybody onto that line, let's say you're here, everybody you know is on that line somewhere. But what happens if you're very open to inviting everyone in is too many people are very close to this end. They're right up close to you. And really, some of those people deserve to be close to you because they're your friends and you've invited them in and you've checked them out and you've become very discerning. So you know that you can trust them, so you want them close to you. But others might be close because they're there by default, like family. But what if you have a family member that you can't really trust? You know, should they be right up close to you, or should you position them further down your line? You know, sometimes when you are very amenable and very open, you'll find you have too many people close to you and you invite everybody in, and then you spend ages trying to squeeze them back out of your life again because you discover that they're not very trustworthy. It would be better to invite them onto your line over here and then let them take steady steps towards you so you discover whether they are trustworthy. And if at any point you realise that they're not trustworthy, you might close the door and not have them on your line at all, or you might just keep them at a nice safe distance if you need to still have a connection to them, because by default they're there, but you're choosing where they are on the line. I hope this is making sense. And it's a really valuable tool because, for starters, it's just really valuable to recognise that we don't have to invite everybody in right up close to start with. It is healthy to invite people in and then discover who they really are. It is also very healthy to evaluate our line and recognise whether we are allowing anybody too close who really shouldn't be this close, and therefore take actions accordingly, not to share so much, to move them further down the line, maybe even to send them love and walk away. But it's a very useful tool. I call it a grading tool. It's something I have done with countless people who were beautiful, gorgeous, lovely people who were so open and so loving and so kind and so caring that they often kind of got walked over. Okay, because they kind of just welcomed everybody in, they trusted everyone, and it's good to be trusting, but trust is something in our adult lives that should be earned. Okay, so a little bit of a useful tool to be using, and I feel it's relevant in this. Take your transition slowly. Your nature spirits are so clear. Everything is leading to abundance and great empowerment, but they're asking you not to slip into old habits where, I say habits, patterns, old patterns of behaviour that could leave you feeling or being in a vulnerable position. So they are really clear. The change is coming, it's happening, and within this change you can really take charge of how you navigate all future relationships. That's what I feel ultimately we are being shown. So whatever is coming into your life, whatever you're stepping into and towards, my beautiful pile 3, your message is very clear. I am honouring and thanking your nature spirits for bringing such amazing messages. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. I'm currently actually, of course this is a timeless reading, so you may come to it later on in the year, but if you are following this, and thank you, I feel so blessed by so many of you following my readings week in, week out. I cannot tell you how much that means to me. Beautiful souls, if you are following my readings and you're watching this as I've uploaded it, because I post a reading for immediate guidance every Sunday, I am currently doing big all zodiac sign readings. Usually I just put some on Patreon. This month I'm doing big all zodiac sign readings on YouTube, and then big extended readings on Patreon, where we are doing a real big deep dive into the details of money, career, finances, and also of relationships as well. So do watch out for those readings as I post them. I should be getting through them and posting them all sometime next week. So do watch out for those. Beautiful souls, this is looking to be a super time of evolutionary growth for you. So it's amazing, step by step. I am loving your reading. Tons and tons of love to you, pile 3. And I look forward to seeing you for my next readings. Bye.